Who remembers when I was so excited I bought a health and beauty liquidation from my local supplier here. I bought about 10 boxes that look just like this. I unboxed one box. I went through the entire thing. I will link that video down below. And it's been hell, friends. We're gonna jump into it. If you are new around here, I like to share all aspects of reselling with you. Let me fix my mic. I don't just share my wins, I don't just share when everything's great. I share everything about it. I've been doing this part-time for 10 years and I'm still learning, friends. So I bought 10 boxes of this. This is the risk you take when you buy liquidation. I always tell you guys this stuff. Liquidation is not like the golden parachute. That's not right. Liquidation is not the be all of reselling. You a lot of times have no choice in what you're getting. A lot of the stuff is a pain in the arse to deal with. Anyways, in that unboxing, if you go and watch it, you'll see I was very excited because in that box, I got more health than beauty. However, and I want to say 7 of the 10 boxes, it is mostly beauty and very little health. So like even in this box, there's like lipsticks, concealers, there's a couple like vitamins, but I really love selling health products because they tend to sell for more and you can lot them up, you can sell them in bulk. I love selling health. I'm talking everything. If you're new here, I sell on Amazon, eBay, Poshmark, ThredUp, and whatnot. We're specifically going to talk about selling this stuff on whatnot, but I love selling that stuff on Amazon and eBay. So when I started to realize that most of these boxes were like onesie twosies of like, a Maybelline mascara or tweezers or like a Milani drugstore brow pencil, I was like, well, F this sucks. Like, what am I going to do with this? There's no reason. I don't have the time. I have a full-time job. I don't have the time to list one singular Maybelline brow product or mascara on eBay that's gonna sell for like 10 bucks. These retail for like 10 to 12 bucks in the store. So people are not gonna go online and pay that online. They probably want you to have a lot of 5 or 10 so they can get a deal. And like, when you buy liquidation, you don't have a choice. So some boxes would just have just one of these. So I couldn't even create a lot. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to sell this on Whatnot. When I started selling on Whatnot about 3 months ago, has it been 3 months? No, it's been 4 months now. I started, my first live stream was June 25th. I'm filming this in October. I didn't see anybody doing a health and beauty. They didn't even have a health and beauty selling category when I first started on Whatnot. And then about a month later, I noticed that they opened up a health and beauty. And I've been looking in the category and I don't see anyone selling makeup. There could be, I'm sure there are people. Most of the people I see selling in that category are selling like Bath and Body Works, a lot of like bath products, but not makeup. I'm sure there are people doing it, but I've been looking, I don't see anyone. So this has been, and I don't know what I'm gonna title this video, but I have just kind of been using Whatnot to move this stuff. I've tried different formats of selling this stuff. If you've seen my beauty sales, at first I was just selling it like one by one. Like I'd say, okay, we have these tweezers. We'll start the auction at $3. And I wasn't even showing my face. The camera would just be focused on the item. And that was a pain in the ass, you guys. I try not to cuss on this channel, but that sucked because I try to preload my auctions. So I would go in, take photos of every single item. These things were selling for like 5. If I was lucky, maybe something would sell for 10 bucks. And then sometimes I would have people that would just buy one item. So I would be shipping out like 50 packages. And some of this stuff is fragile, like these highlighters. So then I'd have to bubble wrap it. I was like, this is awful. Just being honest. I was so grateful for Whatnot because I was able to move a lot of it. I told you I bought 10 boxes earlier this year. I now only have 2 boxes left. So thank you, God. I was able to move this stuff. I didn't make a ton of profit. Some of the boxes did have more health products. Like I showed on my Instagram, they had, what are they called? laxatives, vitamins, that stuff I've all been selling on Amazon. So I am making a profit per box. On average, per box, I'm making like $200 profit. But for the amount of work that has gone into these boxes, never again. I will never buy this much beauty liquidation ever. I probably should have just started with 2 boxes and gone from there. It is a great deal, and especially for someone who likes makeup myself. I've kept a lot of stuff. I've given a lot as gifts. But the amount, just the sheer amount of work that this takes is just not worth it, in my opinion. And so selling this stuff on Whatnot, I have been able to move a lot of it. Like I told you, I basically sold 8 boxes on Whatnot. And if you came to those sales, you saw you were able to get a really great deal on a lot of that stuff. Because I mean, I was selling a lot of this stuff well below retail. And then I kind of wised up and I was like, all right, packaging this stuff sucks because people were buying like 1 or 2 items. I was shipping out like 40 fragile items, bubble wrapping it. It was awful. So I was like, I'm going to start doing beauty boxes. So what I did is I said, you can get a pound of makeup for $30, for $40. You can get 2 pounds of makeup for $80. And that's when I started making more money on the sales, and shipping was way easier because one person would buy a pound of this stuff. And I had one of my best customers, Mel. I don't know if she watches YouTube, but Mel would buy pounds and pounds. So I would just get like a Home Depot box, bubble wrap what I needed to bubble wrap, and it would go to one person. And it helped me move so much more profit, and I was still making a profit per box because a lot of the health items I could sell on other platforms for a great profit. And a lot of this stuff I was still making a profit on because a pound of makeup sounds like a lot, but some of this stuff is kind of heavy, you know, so it added up pretty quickly. So I just share that information to tell you the good, the bad, about multiple things, about liquidation, about Whatnot. Like, I know I've made a lot of videos talking about how I love Whatnot, and I really do. But depending on like what category you sell on, it can be a lot of work. I don't care what category, honestly. Luxury, health and beauty, Pokemon cards. I feel like certain hard good categories are probably a lot easier than others. But it is just a lot of work, friends, especially when you're selling 1 or 2 items. So let me share some numbers with you because I'm sure that's why you guys are here. This beauty sale I did on September 1st, 2022. This was one of the ones when I was literally selling like 1 item at a time. I did a total of $283 in sales, and I earned $228.22. And I sold 38 items, but I think 3 of those were giveaways. So I think I sold a total of 35 items. Remember, I paid, did I tell you guys what I paid? Actually, I can't remember. It was either $300 or $350 per box. And this wasn't even everything in the box. On average, these boxes, when I count up every single item, including like a 1 lip liner or 1 tweezer, it has about 150 to 200 items per box. So I still had a lot more stuff to sell. So that was great, and it helped me move 35 items. And some of these items I did lot up, but it wasn't like the beauty by the pound. It was like a lot of 6 foundations or a lot of 7 powders. I forgot to tell you. After about doing 3 sales of selling like glass foundations, I don't know if I have any in here. Here's one. This was the bane of my existence. I literally had to bubble wrap 1 at a time so that these would get to people safely and not break and crack. It was such a waste of time, you guys. I just stopped selling the foundations. I actually I asked my local women's shelter. I go to them a lot and I donate a lot of clothing to them. I was like, could you guys use any foundations? I took all the foundations out of all those boxes. I was like, I'm never selling foundations again. This is ridiculous. I'm selling, how much? I sold a lot of 7 foundations for $13. That is well below retail because just 1 foundation I had was like $13 at the store. I was like, I'm not doing this. It's a waste of time. Yeah, I'm moving product. It's no. I got to pay for the bubble wrap. So I donated like close to 100 foundations to my women's shelter, and now I have some more for them. So tip, friends, if you live near a women's shelter or and just any shelter, sometimes they need toiletries, beauty products, health products. So give them a call, check it out, because they were so grateful that I gave them so much stuff. So that's another thing that was just totally a pain in my butt. Let me share some earnings with you from another sale. I was doing about one beauty sale a week because my goal was just to liquidate all this stuff, and people were really happy because they were getting really good deals. Like, also something I've learned about Whatnot, I don't know if it's because it's a new category or what, but those were not highly attended streams. I am so glad that I sold as much as I did. I know these numbers are gonna sound low, but considering like most of the streams, it would start and I would have like 40 or 50 people there, and I think people just aren't interested right now in buying that stuff on Whatnot. Things may change. It's a new category, and I would just drop to like 15 to 20 viewers. Like if I stayed at 20, that was a good beauty show. So yeah, not a lot of people, but they bought the stuff, the few people that were there. So the next sale I did was a week later, 9/8/2022. This sale, total sold $193, total earned $152.02. Total items was 20, but I think 2 of those were giveaways, so it was 18 items. And that was one of the sales where I literally did one by one product. Oh my God, you guys, I'm so glad that this stuff is almost done. So these sales have definitely been my lowest attended sales as far as viewers, like 15 to 20. The last sale I did had like 18 people when I ended the show. It's the lowest attended, and it's the lowest earning sales for me. Definitely my clothing sales, my skim sales do a lot better, but that category has been around a lot longer. So just a lot of lessons learned and info I wanted to share with you guys. I will never buy this much beauty liquidation ever again. Nope. I love like getting it, and it's exciting, and a lot of it, you know, you can make money, not as much money as clothing or hard goods, and you just can't choose what you get. Like I told you, if I could choose, all of this would be like laxatives, eye drops, hair care. Yeah, so I will buy beauty and health and beauty liquidation, but it won't be, I would never buy this quantity ever again. 10 boxes was way too much for someone who resells part-time and has a full-time job. So yeah, if you follow me on Whatnot and you get lucky enough, I don't even know if I'm going to do any more beauty streams. I should, because I do have 2 boxes left. I should do some more just to get rid of the last 2 boxes, but I'm so over it, you guys. I don't know if I'm going to. I'm honestly considering just donating the last 2 boxes to my local women's shelter, because they were so grateful. All the stuff I've given them over the last couple of months, and they told me that they would take it off my hands, and the ladies really need it. A lot of them have job interviews. A lot of them are looking for homes and stuff, and they need those products. So I would just love to write it off as a donation and help those ladies in need, rather than like selling this off on Whatnot, honestly. So follow me on Whatnot. We'll see. These have also been really good. I'm just chatting at this point. These have also been really good for giveaways. So if you have little liquidations like this, like people love, like these are MAC. I should say caveat, the MAC cosmetics I will buy more of. The higher end beauty products I do enjoy selling, and I sell more of that on eBay, Poshmark, and Amazon. Like this Clinique item, these did not come in these liquidation boxes. I bought these separate from my supplier. This is a Clinique like skincare set. I've given some of these as giveaways. I've sold a ton of these. I am ungated on Amazon to sell premium beauty, so I've been selling a ton of this stuff on Amazon and making great money. So premium beauty, I could do a whole video on. Love selling that. But like this drugstore stuff, could get the F out. I can't. So, all right, friends. Hopefully you enjoyed this rambly video, and where I just share the reality of reselling with you. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you soon.